Okay, next thing we're going to learn is how to pull a handle. You're going to take a ball of clay about the size of an tangerine maybe, and you're going to roll it into a cylinder form, and then at that point I'd probably close up any super deep grooves, and then you're going to roll it just like you would a coil. The main difference is you're going to actually push harder on the back end of your palm to create what I call a carrot coil, and what that means is, oh, see how my clay is separating? That means I didn't wedge it very well. So if that happens, wedge it out and start again. Okay, and then when you roll it, again, push harder on one side and create that carrot coil, and it's going to flop around like that. That's a good thing. That means it's getting flat on one edge and longer on the other, and that's actually going to help you when you pull that handle. Then you're also going to need probably a bowl of water, or you can stand at your sink. But the idea is this big part right here is the knob, and you want that to be able to hold on to, and you want that to stay dry. This part right here, the end, the tail, you want that to be wet, and it's going to have to stay wet through the whole process. Then I take my hands and I create kind of a V shape, and I like to roll my middle finger in so it doesn't get too wide on me. But when I go like this, I'm going to pull just a little bit and pinch just a little bit, but then I'm going to rotate my hand back and forth, because we don't want the coil to have that shallow or narrow end on this side and fatter end on this side. So I'm going to pull once, and then I'm going to rotate it and pull on this side, rotate it, pull, and keep doing that. And make sure not to get a big knob on the end. If that happens, chop it off and keep going. You want this to be as long as fits the image of your mug. So if your mug is tall and skinny, maybe you want a longer handle. If you want to be able to curl the end of your handle up, you'll want it to have a longer piece as well. Make sure it's nice and thick at the top. That's where the weight bearing goes. So you want the top of it to be kind of thicker and not as skinny and fragile as the end of it. So this is what a good mug handle would look like. Okay, nice and thick at the top, skinnier at the bottom. And then I'm going to take, and I would probably set that down for just a second. Make sure you're not setting it in any clay dust or particles. Find where you put your seam. That's where you're going to actually attach that handle. But for right now, I'm just kind of looking at what shape I want that would match my mug. So right now, maybe I'll just do this shape and keep it kind of simple. So I'm going to set it down in that shape on the bat, and then I'm going to cut where it would attach, and that thick part right there is what would go here. And then this excess, I can either use it to bend, or we can twist it up and twist it and put it on, or you can just leave it plain and simple and flat, and you would just pinch that off where it would attach. The main thing with this handle is that you want to leave enough room that you can fit at least 3 fingers. And the other thing is aesthetic quality. You want it to look good. You want it to match your mug. Something like this, having the handle way out here, doesn't look good. Having the handle too close means you can't fit more than 2 fingers, and that's going to be uncomfortable to hold. So you want to think about all of those things before you actually attach your handle or cut it into any shape. Think about what would look good with what you're building.